What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back here with another video, another subscriber request. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to the gang. We growing. I took a few days off. Been on my daddy mode, and I know I always wear my hat backwards. I've done that through my whole time of being on YouTube. But this is what my hat has always said. So I was like, why am I wearing it backwards? I need to show people this is really how I feel. Like I'm comfortable enough to walk around with a hat that says Uncle Tom. So I want people to come question me about the way I think and the way I feel. Like you got to be able to take the negative and turn it into a positive. And I know the true story of Uncle Tom and who he was and how he helped free a lot of people. And I feel like the message that I'm out giving is mentally freeing a lot of individuals. Hit the like button for me if you can. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't. And if you like what you hear, please share the video so we can get the message far and wide.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just...
Okay, he started this one off hard. I'll say when I found out Lil Wayne had a degree in psychology from the University of Houston, it definitely made me step back and look at the content they were putting out a little differently. Because I couldn't relate to them. I didn't go to college. And once I started finding, oh, y'all college educated? Why y'all claiming the streets? Why y'all claiming y'all still in the hood and know about people getting shot? And you sitting in college turning in study papers.
marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics, that make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers, they use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power, to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours, to turn the students to felons?
Right off of that, politics, Lil Baby, he says in his song, The Bigger Picture, even though I'm rapping about killing and dope, I'm telling my youngins to vote. Now, Camilla Harris has sat down with this young rapper multiple times, who you can find a ton of interviews of him talking about how he's never met his father in his life. And there's there's an enormous amount of intelligent people that Camilla Harris could have sat down with. But she chose to sit down with Little Baby, and Joe Biden chose to sit down with Cardi B. Why? Because I don't care about you being intellectual, stupid. I just want what's popular. Because y'all gonna follow the masses. When Ice Cube said we should pay attention to who we vote for, he got criticized. When Kanye said slavery is a choice, he got criticized, which slavery is a choice. No one had to go vote for Joe Biden. They did. Just like you didn't have to be a slave. You could have jumped off the ship. You could have fought. You could have been Nat Turner and led a rebellion. You didn't have to lay there and just be somebody's punk. But the lazy people would just stay there and then just complain about it. And look what the masses are doing right now.
Turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system, because there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend, to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast car, it's so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of this ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tommy.
And that's another thing about rappers with these death threats. They lame. Because if a black man says something you don't like, you willing to shoot up his mama house, shoot up his grandma house, all of that. But if a white man does something, you want to be in the street protesting, crying. Every black person was so gangster, yet George Zimmerman is still sitting somewhere chilling, comfortable. If you got such a problem with the way the Trayvon Martin situation was, then you go out and you find George Zimmerman and you handle that. But it's not that big a deal to you. You mad on TV about it, but you'll kill the homie down the block for looking at you the wrong way. We fake tough. We've been conditioned to be fake tough and to stay in our place as fake tough guys.
MacDonald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution of losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is two big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, guess I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along, I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming, and I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest people on the planet, but even still, I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture.
Yeah, we gotta get out of this mindset that all white people are bad or white people are evil or white people have just committed so many crimes. I grew up in an environment of 99% black people. I've never thought a white person was threatening to me. As my father said, if something was ever happening to me, it would be by somebody who looked just like me. But the world has conditioned me to look that way while all the violence is coming from this way. Mass hysteria. And his bars, man, when I say this dude can rap, it's like next level rap because everything he say, I can tie it into something that has nothing to do with this. But how he was saying, like label artists can't say what they want. I was listening to Malcolm X the other day, and he was talking about the March on Washington, and how they flew James Baldwin in, but they wouldn't let him say what he wanted. And he also said that every time that Martin Luther King spoke, that it was scripted, and also that Martin Luther King was a part of a group called the Big Six that was appointed by Kennedy to keep the masses of the blacks in check. So there's just a lot of stuff that once you find out anything that's tied to a contract or to the government or to somebody bigger than you, they own your rights. And apparently the civil rights leaders were owned 100% by the government. And when you expose that, well, look how fast they got knocked off. Or if they were going to expose that. We all know what JFK wanted to do. We all know Martin really wanted to make a difference. You still see Jesse Jackson hanging around. You still see Al Sharpton. If you expose the dirt, they're gonna find a way to take you out.
Is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, because you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to my
Yeah, we live in a world where most people don't want to say what they really think because they're afraid of the other people around them. And I don't understand why anybody would limit their human experience to make someone else feel more comfortable. Like I couldn't imagine the insides of a person who's always holding their tongue or always holding back. You have those are the people who have to be the most unhappy with themselves and with the world. Because you should live in an environment to where you can say what you want, do what you want, and that be expressed. I was around a bunch of young kids at a crowd therapy chamber, young girls, and they were saying how they went to the Black Lives Matter and they posted the black square on their Instagram simply because they felt they had to do it, like it was the right thing to do, or their friends or their peers would have been upset with them. And when did our culture become so soft or so scared? Or how did even a black square start representing that you care about something? Like social media is fake. Everything that we put our emotions in so much to it's an illusion. Everything around us could be took away, and we be right back to those natural hunter gatherers that we are. And we need each other to survive. We need our brains. We need to be creative. I listen to Earl Nightingale, creative thinking, maybe once a week. And like he says, ideas are what make money. So many people don't believe in themselves, so they need a contract so this label can give them money when your ideas make you money. If you're a creative person and you have a creative mind, you'll always be prosperous.
Self means that I'll lose the respect. Then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never ask for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment and listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
Yeah. You're not required to listen. How many people are complaining on a daily basis about something they like you're forced to hear it? I haven't watched CNN, MSNBC, Fox. I don't watch any of those because I'm not required to. So if it's up to me and what I want to intake for my brain, then I'm going to pick and choose something that's more positive and more motivational. If you've read As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, he's saying a man's mind can be likened to a garden. So where if you plant positive seeds, then only you'll manifest positive things in your brain. And if you plant negative seeds, you'll manifest negative things in your brain. So if I'm listening to rap that's about murder, kill, drugs, sex, violence, what seeds am I planting in my head? Am I coming up with anything mindful or meaningful to accomplish in life? But if I'm listening to Tom and I'm rocking with these books that I be listening to and all of that stuff, then I'm planting some positive seeds. If I sit down and I write a goal, I got this book right here with me. I'm with a camera. And I lift weights every morning. And I get up and I write what time that I got to my gym. My gym is right here next to my studio. And then I write just whatever I'm thinking about. And once I finish my workout, I write what time I completed it. And I can go back and look 2 to 3 years and see the progress. And that's the stepping stones of life to build something. I always say, man, everybody has a gift inside of them, something that God gave them that they can be extremely talented at. You don't have to fit into the group. You don't have to walk with the crowd. Will it be lonely sometimes? Sure. Will it seem like you're in isolation? Sure. But you would much rather be alone with your truth than be with the crowd and know you're telling a lie. A book that really ties into all of this is Read People Like a Book by Patrick King. It talks about how to understand, analyze, and predict people's emotions, thoughts, and intentions and behaviors. There's so many books on psychology that you got to get out there and study them. Because what I'm learning is these rappers and these major companies, man, they've been knowing this stuff 50, 60, 70 years. So as humans, we're the guinea pigs, so to say. Facebook knows what they're doing, Instagram, and you name it. They know the algorithms and how to manipulate people to keep you addicted to these apps. So I say disconnect from the matrix and start finding out what you love to do and what you're creative at. And just plant a positive seed every day and plant another one and plant another one and water it and give it sunlight and watch it manifest into something great. Once again, thanks for recommending the video. I'm loving the support. I'm loving everything that's coming from the fans. I'm still humble. I'm still kind of in shock a little bit, but we're going to keep growing. I'm going to keep getting better at this reaction thing. If you got more tracks, send them to me. Until next time, spread love, spread positive vibes. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Once again, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and we are out. Peace.